All right, let's get on into this. Now, as you see on the screen, Savannah Marshall declared that Shields' no fight was close. Many people want to watch it again. She's declaring that you have a ton of people out there that want to see the rematch. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get more into what she said, what she the quote that she gave for Sky Sports. But I'm also gonna let you see how Twitter responded to the article. Now, I don't want to hear no, well, these are Americans saying this, because number one, Twitter ain't just in America. And number two, a lot of people on Twitter don't like Claressa Shields. A lot of people on Twitter criticizes Claressa Shields, says she has a big mouth. She talks too much. She's arrogant. So there's no excuse either way for Marshall or for Shields on how the crowd responds, the Twitter world responds. And you'll see for yourself in the comments, you have people that openly are admitting that they don't like Claressa Shields or don't care for her. So clearly, this is a balanced stage. Now, let's get into it. Savannah Marshall said, and I quote, that was a close fight. Many of those rounds could have gone either way. I know she knows that was close. Marshall told Sky Sports News. The reception we got, the viewing figures were unbelievable. And there were many people saying they want to watch it again. We'll see about that. I love to do it all over again. There isn't that many girls out there. We've both got other options, but inevitably our paths will cross again. I agree with that. The part about the paths crossing again. And I also agree that they both have other options. And not just minor things, big things that they both can do. Because we are the only two elite at middleweight, maybe. That's still yet to we will have to find that out. That's a critical statement. There are quite a few changes that I can make. There were things maybe I shouldn't have done for as long as I did. She probably say the same. We both share the ring now as pros, so all this amateur stuff, we can let that go. I got the best Claressa Shields there is. I don't know about that one. It's a lot of stuff Claressa could have did different as well. There's ever going to be, like I said, we'll see what Claressa performances look down the road. She also said she didn't hurt me. I know there's no way she can hurt me now. I would beg to differ. It was several times in the fight where she was on Claressa's tail. On her tail. And Claressa hit her with something nice and she fell back. So is that saying that Claressa buzzed her? Maybe. Is that saying that Claressa had her doing a stanky leg or a funny little dance? No. But you could argue it's points in the fight where she might have, though. But I'm not saying she did. But I am saying she had enough power to back you up and get you off of her. So whether you hurt her or not, you couldn't run through her like you thought you could. She goes on to say, Claressa is a brilliant fighter. Her accolades speak for themselves, and she's very smart. There were a couple of times I had her hurt. I'll agree with that. I thought she definitely hurt her. I think in like the 6th or 7th round, maybe even in like the 10th too. There were a couple of times I had hurt her. It's all about that one shot, and I couldn't land it. You've got to give her credit. Give credit where credit is due. She's got all the accolades, all the belts. She's unbeaten. She can definitely call herself the GWOAT. Well, I mean, I hate to say this. She could call herself the GWOAT before you fought her. I mean, let's keep it real. And I'm going to say this humbly and genuinely. As I said before, I am a Savannah Marshall fan. But let's keep it real. Who has Savannah Marshall beat that would put her in elite status outside of knocking a bunch of girls out? Nobody. That's facts. That ain't fiction. I ain't make that up. Who's the top person she fought on her resume outside of Claressa Shields? More than likely Hannah Rankin. A lot of the fighters she fought were welterweights, moving up. A lot of the fighters she fought was on last minute notice. I'm not making that up. That's facts. This is stuff Claressa Shields brought out and people booed and you just talking, you don't know. No, this is real. Go check. Now, is that me saying Savannah Marshall can't fight? I'm not saying that at all. I believe she's very deadly. But you need to go fight. It's women that will be considered top women boxers out there. Go fight them. Now, they might not be the very top like Claressa, but go fight them. Go fight Alicia Napoleon Espinosa. That's a fight for you. Go fight, who's the girl that Franchon just beat for Undisputed? Oh, yeah, Ellen Cedros. Go fight her. It's girls out there. Go fight Christina Hammer. Go fight Raquel Miller. That's another name. I mean, it's people to fight. Even if you got to go to 168, go to 168. Fight Franchon Cruz-Dezurn eventually. She would love to get it on with you. You guys have crossed paths in the amateurs, and you supposedly tried to negotiate a fight with her previously. So,
hey, see me on 168. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Make that happen. Move up to 175 and fight Hannah Gabriels, former Claressa Shields opponent. You know, go knock her out. Do something Claressa couldn't do. Plus, Hannah Gabriels got her own resume that you could snatch from her and add to your status. Because truth be told, like as big as that Claressa Shields fight was with Savannah Marshall, it could have been bigger. You need to go find you some opponents that are known. Some opponents, like I named off some earlier. Franchon Cruz-Dezurn is another one that I think you should be aiming for. Move to 168, move to 175. Take on Hannah Gabriels. These are names about as big as you can get. Go find other targets and take their legacy and add it to yours. Then you double back and you fight Claressa Shields. And when you do, if you moved up to 168 and became undisputed, and you moved up to 175 and dominated up to heavyweight or whatever, and then you see Claressa Shields 2, 3, 4 years from now, that fight will be really huge then. And as you saw in the comment section, for those that are listening, nobody was really calling for the rematch. Most of the people, and I could have went further, but most of the people said, rematch for what? You lost, and not only did you lose, you lost decisively. Why would we want to see a rematch? I'll say maybe out of, I don't know, 50 or 100 people, you had like 5 that said, okay, cool, yeah, let's get a rematch. And this the funny part. You had people that declared that they were Savannah Marshall fans, that they were rooting for Savannah Marshall, thought you was gonna do this, that, and the third, and yet they even said it's no reason for a rematch. Now Claressa Shields, she spoke on this as well, and she didn't go the direction you would think she did. She actually she embraced it. She embraced it. She didn't declare that Savannah Marshall got whooped and there's no need to fight her, but she did say down the road. Basically, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. The fight doesn't have to take place right now. And this is what she said, and I quote, "Me and Savannah Marshall paths could cross again down the line. It's boxing. But super happy with what we did and would love to run it back in America in the future. So that's not saying that it won't happen. It ain't saying that it will happen. But what she is saying, if we do it again, it's going to have to be in America. But as of right now, both fighters have things that they can do to make the fight bigger. At the end of the day, we got the fight out of the way. All praises. Because it didn't seem like it was going to happen. But at this point, if you want to do the rematch, you want it to be bigger. And right now, you have people thinking, rematch for what? You have people that said that they were rooting for you. They don't even feel like you deserve a rematch. So that's a lot to think about. And that's pretty much all I got this head busting boxes on Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Does Savannah Marshall deserve a rematch? Was the fight close? I had it. I'm sorry. I had it 7-3. I really did. Could I have switched it to 6-4? Possibly, but I could just as easily say 8-2. If you go say, Savannah, it was a bunch of close rounds, you're right, it was some close rounds. But that don't mean all of them was supposed to go to you. And that's pretty much all I got this head busting boxes on Fight Doctor. I am out.